Hey traders, how you doing here? This is Rick here at Hit Run Candlesticks. It is Sunday. It's about 9 o'clock my time, Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern. I've got some charts I'd like to talk about a little bit for this video. Before we get started, let's see, yesterday, Saturday, to members and trial members, I texted you and emailed you a link to targets for HBM, CTLT, and AERH as well as KMX. After we look at the market here, I'm going to do another video for members and trial members that covers targets for Walmart, Intel, Cisco, and SQ here. This video will be just on the market with some targets on the market. So we've got three ways to contact members and trial members. That is with the app, email, and text. If you've signed up for text, if we have your smartphone text number in our system, you'll also receive a text on this, okay? I will send those links out. All right, hey, let's get started. Let me make this just a tad smaller. There we go. And let's get started here, and let's take a look at the market. First thing I want to do is I'm going to look at the SPY, IWM, and the Qs here on the dark chart, and then we're going to go look at targets for all three of those, okay? So again, this is Sunday, January 8th, so we're looking at the following week here on what might happen. So the SPY, what a fabulous day on Friday. The market just kicked right up. You can see that we've been in a downtrend with, there we go, get my tools out and make that yellow. All right. You can see that we've been in this downtrend. The red dots here on the trendicator. The white line, by the way, is the T line. The yellow line right there, that's the 3 EMA. And you can see that one of the dots have turned green. That means price popped up over the 17. We'll look at a chart with price on and targets in just a moment. Now, we have not gone bullish here at all, but this is how bullish trends start. I'm not saying this is the starting, or I'm not saying this is going to be a bullish trend. I'm just saying if you're going to have a bullish trend, this is exactly how they start. You can see that over here. Here we're in a downtrend. We turn a little bit green. There's always a little bit of up and down, up and down. Here we rally up. Here's a nice pullback, and then we rallied up for a nice rally. So if the market is going to rally, this might be how it starts here, okay? Let's take a look at the Qs. The Qs are nowhere near that, not even close. And, you know, with rates being raised, that's really putting a crunch on some of the big tech, and that's what's keeping the Qs down. So we really need to keep an eye on that, because I personally don't think the market can have any big rally without the Qs and some of that big tech. So we can see here clearly that the trend is down based on the trendicator. We can see the T line is below the trendicator and the 3 EMAs below the trendicator. What we would like to see, if you're bullish anyway, you'd like to see that break right out, and then we would like to see a little bit of a test, and then we'll look for bullishness. Pretty simple. Pretty doggone simple. IWM here, setting up. IWM, like the SPY, kind of kicked it off Friday. The trendicator has turned red. There we go. Trendicator has gone from red to green. In a perfect world, we would like to see a little bit of continuation, and then probably a test, and then bullish. Perfect world if you're a bull. Not a perfect world if you're a bear. So we'll just kind of follow that. Let's go look at charts with targets, and we're going to look at some shorts on this as well. Okay, so let's run over to this chart, and we might as well just start with IWM while we're here. So IWM closed up over the trendicator pretty nice. I think to get really bullish, we need to be over 179 and change. I'm not going to worry about the cents over here, okay? Just 179 and change, basically the 50-period moving average. The next target up that I see is going to be, make that red, is going to be 148 and change, followed by 188 and change. In all these moves, so let's just assume that we do clear that 50-period moving average, 159 and change, moves up, there's going to be some consolidation. There always is. Long as that consolidation holds up, then there's a good chance we get up to this 184 and 20 or so. And it just rinse and repeat all the way up. On the downside, here's what could truly happen here. We could pop up just to grab that 50-period moving average and to run into some of this resistance here. And then we could start to falter. Well, as we pull back, if we get below 175, then I'm looking for a target of 170 and change, 166 and change, 162 and change. And that's on IWM. Let's take a look at the Qs. The Qs, like we showed on the dark chart, it was very clear to see that we were not above the trend indicator. And you can see here that if we draw a line this top and go right across like that, and then we take this low to this high, this double bottom, what would make this bullish would be this breakout here. If we break out and we can hold above 269 and a quarter, then that could lead us up to about the 50-period moving average up here, which is 278 and change. If the 50 can, if price can challenge the 50 and beat it, then we can look at 287 and change, 297 and change. On the other hand, if at any point in here, let's see, if at any point in here we get a sell signal that has follow through, and it could be up into here as well, then what I'm looking for is if we break down that 269, let's watch for 260, 250, 241. All of those have some change in it. Let's look at the SPY real quick. Sorry for the oddball colors on the SPY. So here's something we talked about a lot this past week, and that was with the way the SPY was just moving sideways here. That's just chop. That's just chop. And for whatever it's worth, this is a bear flag that's set up. Now, bear flags, there's no guarantee that there's continuation to the downside. There's no guarantee that if we have a pop out like we did yesterday, that we're going to have follow through to the upside. We really need a little more information on the market. Now, I also want to toss out there that whether the market is bullish or bearish, you're going to have charts running in the direction, you'll have trades, charts that's tradable, that's running in the direction of the market. You also have charts that's tradable going against the market. Now, I think trading with the market gives you an advantage, but it doesn't mean you can't make money going against the market. So that's it. And again, for members, watch your email. I'll put it on the app and watch for a text. I'll send you links to the next video that covers Walmart, Intel, Cisco, and SQ. Okay, so while this is just garbage trading through here, we didn't break out of the 50-period moving average. Now, I think there's a good chance, I mean, it's just my opinion right now, that we pop up a little bit more Monday, tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, maybe Monday we're just weak, sideways weak, and then up. But there is a very, very, very good chance we fail right through here. There is some pretty good resistance. It's pretty clear. And if we start to fail, we could come all the way back down here to 376.30. Now, if this supports, That's kind of a different, we'll talk about that if that happens. But if we fail right in here, I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be looking for 376 change, 358 and change, 350 and change. And we'll look at putting a put on to the downside. Okay, I think I covered all those, didn't I? All right, so for bullishness, we really do need to see follow through. It needs to hold. For bearishness, we need to see the breakdown. And the best scenario would be getting below 376.30 down here, these lows. Okay, I'm going to close out this video. I'll get it out there for everybody. And then the next video I'm going to do right after this one will be on targets on Walmart, Intel, Cisco, and SQ. Remember to check your email, check your text, and check the app if you are a member or trial member. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll talk to you in a minute.